Okay, so for this movement, you're going to be starting in our sort of usual position, knees bent, feet flat. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to arch your back a little bit. So I'm just going to arch and flatten a couple times, arch. I'm going into about half of what I'm capable in terms of my arch. I'm just going to stay there for a second. So I'm keeping the arch. And now what I want you to do is bring your attention to your left leg and foot. And imagine your left foot is stuck in mud and you're trying to pull your left foot out of the mud. But I don't want you to lift your foot off the floor. You're going to keep your foot on the floor, but you're just going to begin to initiate that movement as if you were going to pull the foot out of the mud and off the floor. And what you'll notice is that if you do that, it increases the feeling of the arch in your back. And from there, slowly relax the arch of your back and then cease pulling your foot out of the mud and just let everything relax. So again, this is quite subtle. If you're watching this video, you're probably looking and seeing there's not that much to see because the movement is small, but it creates quite a strong feeling internally. So as we arch, again, left foot, I'm going to intend to pull my left foot out of the imaginary mud, and I'm going to feel how that increases the tension into my lower back. And then from here, I just slowly let everything relax. Back comes down and I relax the effort pulling the foot out of the mud. And repeat. So we arch, pull out of the imaginary mud. The more we pull, we make the foot gets light on this the left foot becomes light, makes the arch more intense, and then slowly let everything relax. Let the back come down, and you can even press ever so slightly now into your left foot so your back flattens out a bit. And relax. Let's just do that 2 more times. Arch, pull the left foot out of the mud, but don't break contact with the floor. Slowly relax. And then press through the left foot and flatten the back out a little bit. And release. Last time on this side, we're going to arch, pull the left foot out of the mud, slowly relax, gently press the foot down and let the low back flatten. So pressing the left foot down, letting the low back flatten, and then release. Okay, let's just lay out flat and see how that feels. And if you've done that correctly, you should get a different feeling through your left hip flexor, low back, and leg. Okay, so just compare that to the right leg, see what that's done for you. And then when you're ready, let's slide the legs back up again, and let's continue. Now this time we're going to do it slightly differently. Instead of arching, we're actually going to flatten our back ever so slightly. So we're going to press our lower back into the floor a little bit, and we're going to keep it there. And again, we're going to use the left foot, and we're going to pull that left foot out of the mud. And it's going to feel different now because the back is flat. And you'll probably find you need ever so slightly to put a little bit of pressure into your right foot to enable you to pull your left foot out of the mud. And from there, slowly relax everything. And repeat that again. So I'm going to flatten my back, and then I'm going to pull my left foot out of the mud, or attempt to pull my left foot out of the mud. A little bit of pressure through the right foot, and then slowly relax everything. Again, these are quite subtle when you're looking at them, but they feel very clear when you're doing them yourself. One more time, flatten the back, pull the left foot out of the mud, or attempt to pull the left foot out of the mud, press with your right foot into the table a little bit, or into the floor, and from there, slowly release. Okay, so you've done it with an arch, you've done it with a flatten, lay out flat, and then again, just see how that feels. Compare the feeling of the left low back trunk leg to the right low back and trunk leg. They should be starting to feel fairly different now. Okay, once you've got a handle, or you've been able to sense some change, you can switch sides. So we're going to go back to arching, but we're going to be pulling our right foot out of the mud. We're going to arch, And we're going to pull our right foot out of the mud. And remember, your foot is not to come off the floor. It's just the beginning of the movement. It's like you're seeing initiating that idea of pulling your foot out of the mud. You feel it intensifies the arch of the back, increasing the tension in your back. And then just slowly let everything relax. Back's going to come down, your foot's going to go back into the mud. And again, arch the back about 50% or whatever's comfortable. Start pulling your right foot out of the mud. Feel how that fits together. It helps to connect your leg into your lower back, that sensation of the leg being attached to the lower back. And then slowly relax and let everything come down. Going to do 2 more. Arch, pull the right foot out of the mud, attempts to pull it out of the mud, feel how it connects the leg to the lower back, and then we're going to slowly relax, press a little bit through the right foot as the back flattens, and complete rest. Last time, arch the back, pull the right foot out of the mud, slowly release, gently press down into the floor with your right foot as the back flattens. And then relax. Okay, let's see what we've got. All right, now it should start to feel like your right side low back trunk and leg is starting to feel a bit more like the left now. We've done our arch and pull out of the mud. Let's slide our legs back up and finish this off by doing our flatten and pull the foot out of the mud. So we're going to flatten our back. So when we flatten, we're pressing the low back down into the floor. We're going to hold that. And again, we're going to try and pull the right foot out of mud. And when you do it with the back flat, you kind of almost have to press a little bit with your left foot down into the floor. And then from there, just slowly relax. Small movements, but very potent. Flatten the back, pull the right foot out of the mud. Press a little bit into your left foot to make it more stable, and then slowly let everything relax. 2 more times. Flatten the back, pull the right foot up, press the left foot down a little bit, and then slowly relax to rest. It's even smaller movement when you're doing it with the back flat. You'll notice. Flatten the back, pull that right foot out of the mud, or attempt to pull it out of the mud. Press down with the left foot. Feel the tension in your belly. Feel the pressure of your low back pressing down into the floor, and your left foot pressing down, and the right foot just getting lighter as you attempt to pull it out. And then slowly relax. All right, slide the legs out. And again, just notice how that feels. If you've done that correctly, you should have a nice sense of balance through the pelvis. You should feel evenly weighted left and right, and a sense of more space between your legs and your lower back. Just to finish it off, it's nice to do, bend the legs, and just a couple of times arch and flatten. And you should notice that your arch and flatten will now feel more spacious, particularly on the flatten. You should feel like you have more ability to go into your flatten, and it's easier. More space through the front of the hips. And then lay it out. If you want to pair that up with walking exercise 1 and 2, or a wash rag or something like that, you'll have a great little sequence that will really help your walking feel better. So give that a try. Let me know how you get on if you like it. And as always, hit subscribe. Thanks.